Was anybody surprised by who the final three are in Game of Wool? I don't think so. But I want to talk more about that in a bit. But here's my quick reaction to Game of Wool. Oh, I gotta scratch my nose. First off, the episode threw me for a loop because they changed the format. Every other episode starts with a solo challenge followed by the team challenge, and they flipped it around this time and they had team challenge and solo challenge, which, I mean, in theory I have no problem with. I can see for like the semifinal, you're choosing the final three and you want their last challenge to be a solo challenge, so that really they're being judged on their individual capabilities. The problem was there was like no explanation for it. There was no acknowledgement that they were doing it differently. It was just like, for the team challenge. I was like, wait, what? I literally thought I had skipped ahead and missed half the episode. I thought, I was checking going, wait, is this the beginning? Am I at the beginning? That's a problem. I did really like both challenges in this episode. I really enjoyed the solo and the team challenge. I really loved the team challenge. They had an Aaron sweater that they didn't use the word upcycle, but they were asked basically to upcycle an Aaron sweater into a piece of couture. Holger's and Lydia's dress, but let's be honest, it was really Holger's design, was gorgeous, and they worked so well as a team together, dividing and conquering and playing to each other's strengths and hiding each other's weaknesses. I do think one thing though that this solo challenge brought into focus for me, which is another issue I've had with this show, is that Game of Wool, Britain's Best Knitter, is as much as, I would even say more of, a design competition than it is a knitting competition. I think shows like Pottery Throwdown, which this show gets compared to a lot, design is going to be an inherent part of making pottery, you know? But design doesn't necessarily have to be a part of your knitting life. You can be a great knitter, have the skills to make great knitted pieces, and never design your own stuff. I think there's been so much emphasis on people designing, or as they like to say, particularly male contestants, engineering knits, that we actually haven't really focused on knit skills. I think that's kind of a problem for this show, at least it is for me. But I still really enjoyed the team challenge. Now, as for the solo challenge, if you want to find out my thoughts on the solo challenge and what contestant I am missing from previous episodes, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss part 2.